Good morning, ACU. Now, I will tell you, being the president of a historically black college, we come out of the black church tradition, which is a call and response tradition. Therefore, when I say hello, I expect something a little more robust. So we're going to channel our greeting for Eloise Carruthers and try this again. Good morning, ACU. Now you make me feel at home. It's wonderful to be here. I want to recognize the outstanding job that your president, Dr. Schubert, has done. Can we give him a hand? He and I share an alma mater at the University of Pennsylvania. He got his doctorate several years before mine, and I just have always admired the work that he's done here and just think it's extraordinary. I also want to give special mention to Dr. Stephen Johnson, who has been a great friend and collaborator on ways in which we can change the world around us. Can we please give him a hand? Now, I rode out here with my chief of staff, Dr. Chris Dowdy, who is an Abilene Christian University alum. So to ensure that we have a pleasant ride back, can you please make him feel welcome at his alma mater? There we go. There we go. And last but not least, because I too enjoy my job, the chairman of the board at Paul Quinn College is Donna Clevenger, who is an ACU grad, whose son William is a freshman this year. William, will you please stand up? Where's William? All right, let's give him a hand. Now, I only have 10 minutes, and I just want to be clear, none of that counted towards my 10 minutes. I am thrilled to be here, in part because ACU is a special place. You know that, or else you would not be here. You would not be part of such a large enrollment in such a large class. But ACU is also an evolving place. And what we have now is a combination of an amazing institution that has embraced its traditions wholeheartedly and an evolving institution which understands that we live in a society but must embrace all of us. So the challenge becomes, how do we do that? Well, luckily, we are residents of a country that also embraces its traditions. And I want to spend a few minutes to talk about two traditions in particular that I think are special. The first is the idea that we will be the repairers of the breach. At Paul Quinn College, we have an institutional Bible passage. It is Isaiah 58, 9 through 12, which challenges us to be repairers of the breach, to be people that bring communities together to repair that which is in need of repair. But that's just one of our traditions here in this country. Our second tradition comes to us by the words of the poem, The New Colossus, which can be found on the Statue of Liberty. And it reads, "Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch whose flame is imprisoned, lighting, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command the air bridge harbor that twin cities frame. Keep ancient lands your story pomp, cries she, with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." Ladies and gentlemen, in this country, in America, we are challenged to live up to the words of these passages. They are our aspirational goals. They challenge us to repair broken walls, streets with dwellings, and to be the restorer of all these things. But one of our other great symbols in this country is the Statue of Liberty, which commands us to become the mother of exiles. Now think for a moment, this word choice is intentional. The mother of exiles means we are to be a place that doesn't just repair the breach, but welcomes those who have been shunned in other places and create a society which blends them both. Blending them both, living up to that challenge, requires us, demands that we be an inclusive society, that we protect the weak, that we protect the frail, that we do not shun them, that we do not ridicule them for what they do not have. We embrace them for the dream of a better tomorrow. We are challenged to be the caretakers of a better tomorrow. And being the caretaker of a better tomorrow means you must not feed upon the weak. You must not run away from the obligation of otherness. You are challenged to embrace others. You at ACU are in the process of embracing others because 40% of you would be considered others in other places, but not here. So you are challenged now to embrace all of us and create one society. One society means that we do not belittle, we do not reject, we do not view with fear those who come from places different than our own. We are Christians. We are challenged to open our hearts, to open our mind, to open our belief systems, to embrace those who are considered different than our own. So let's talk about how we do that. We do not do that with Senate Bill number 4. We do not do that by what happened in Charlottesville. We must protect those who are considered different. There is no America moving forward where you ridicule people because of their religious beliefs, where you shun them because of their racial ethnicity. That is not who we are. That is never who we're going to be again. The path forward does not involve a return to the days of yesteryear, because those that think yesteryear was great are those that would not have had me standing before you today. If you embrace a society where you cheer for those who look like me on your football field, then you must welcome them in your neighborhoods. You do not have the luxury of having your grass cut by them and then telling them they can't be here as well. That is not who we're going to be. That's not who we're going to be in America. That's not who we're going to be in Texas. That's not who any of us are going to be. Now, I know at one level I am preaching to the choir. But I'm preaching to the choir because some of you know people who don't go to church. And you are going to need to share with them a message of hope, a message with inclusiveness, a message where we embrace all of us, not just some of us. That is not who we're going to be today. And I will tell you, we do that by not turning others away. We do that by welcoming them in. We do that by fighting our own personal insecurity. Because let us understand, dog whispering about making America great again is not embracing a better day. It's addressing your own insecurity in a horrendous fashion. Now, you don't have to agree with my politics to agree with my faith. And let me say that again. You don't have to agree with my politics to agree with my faith. We are Christians. We are challenged to live up to the words of Christ. Christ did not tell us to feed upon the weak. He did not tell us to reject those who need mercy. That is a totally contrary message. And if in your Bible you can find that passage, let me know, because I have not found it yet in mine. So, it is important today as we move forward, as you go forward in this school year, I am asking you, I am challenging you to embrace a life that leaves this place better than you found it, to embrace a life that says we want the same things. I have a 7-year-old and I have a 2-year-old, and I want them to have a great place to go to school, just like you want for your children and just like your parents want for you. I want my wife to feel safe when she walks down the street. I don't think that's something strange to any of you. I think you want to be safe. I think I want my family to live a life where they are not racked with the insecurity of poverty. And I think that's what you want for your families as well. Those are not black issues. Those are not white issues. Those are not Hispanic issues. Those are our issues. And the sooner we can realize that we are all in this together, that we walk forward together or we fall apart, the better we will be. Now, at Paul Quinn College, we believe in a very, very simple concept. It is the notion of we over me. The needs of a community supersede the wants of an individual. At Paul Quinn College, you do not get to be selfish. We leave places better than we found them. Let me tell you how Abilene Christian University will leave this place better than you found it. Be the light that shows the path to a better tomorrow. Be the evangelist that evangelize about a time when all of us are talking about our shared gains than about the little things that divide us. Because if 80% is what unites us, then why don't we spend our time talking about how we get to the 20% instead of feasting on 20% and you'll never conquer the 80%. That is not who we're going to be. I am always happy to be here. I am always happy to be a friend of Abilene Christian University. And I am happy to be a friend because I believe in my soul what you believe, that you were sent here to lead. Leading means that our next must always be better than our now. So as you go forward in the 2017-2018 school year, I challenge you, I ask you, I plead with you, leave this place better than you found it. Make sure our next is better than our now. And the next time you see someone who doesn't look like you, don't cross the street. Walk up to them, introduce yourself so that they will understand that they are welcome in this place as well. Thank you and have an outstanding year.